The Chiefs continued their flawless start to the 2026 Super Rugby Pacific campaign with a hard-fought 26-23 victory over the Highlanders at Forsyth Barr Stadium, underlining their early season credentials as genuine title contenders. Having fallen just short in the 2025 Grand Final, the Chiefs entered the new campaign determined to turn promise into silverware. Back-to-back wins over New Zealand opposition, first against the Blues and now away to the Highlanders, have immediately thrust them back into the championship conversation. Yet this latest triumph was anything but straightforward. Early shock and swift response, the Highlanders wasted no time in asserting themselves, stunning the visitors with a try inside the opening 2 minutes to surge into a 7-0 lead. The fast start ignited the Dunedin crowd and momentarily placed the Chiefs on the back foot. Defensive misalignment and slow line speed allowed the hosts to capitalize early, exposing the intensity that defines Super Rugby's New Zealand derbies. However, elite sides are measured not by the absence of adversity, but by their reaction to it. The Chiefs' response was immediate and emphatic. Hooker Samisoni Taukei'aho crashed over shortly after the Highlanders' opener, restoring parity and calming early nerves. That try not only leveled the scoreboard, but also shifted psychological momentum. Instead of allowing the hosts to dictate tempo, the Chiefs reasserted their forward dominance and began to control territory through structured phase play. Taukei'aho's early intervention set the tone for a bruising forward battle that would shape much of the contest. Forward authority and tactical control the Chiefs' pack steadily grew into the match. Their maul began to creak forward with greater authority, and their scrum provided a stable launch pad in key moments. Although the Highlanders showed resilience in contact, the visitors' physicality at the breakdown gradually tilted possession in their favor. Taukei'aho emerged as a central figure in that effort, carrying 15 times for 35 meters and completing 11 tackles. He combined work rate with impact. His presence around the fringes consistently tested the Highlanders' defensive line, drawing multiple defenders and creating space for wider attacks. Crucially, his second try arrived at a pivotal juncture in the second half. With the Highlanders building pressure and threatening to swing momentum back in their favor, Taukei'aho powered over again, silencing the crowd and relieving mounting defensive strain. It was a score born of persistence and precision, hallmarks of a side determined to close out tight contest in a match decided by a mere 3 points. Those moments proved decisive. Midfield duel. Power meets poise. One of the most compelling subplots of the encounter unfolded in midfield, where Timoci Tavatavanawai and Quinn delivered contrasting yet equally influential performances. Tavatavanawai was a wrecking ball for the Highlanders. His ball carrying injected raw power into their attack, frequently punching holes through first-phase defense. Time and again, he found himself with space to exploit, combining strength with surprising footwork to bend the defensive line. Beyond his offensive contributions, he operated almost as an auxiliary flanker at times. Recording 9 tackles and winning a game-high 3 turnovers, he epitomized the modern center, capable of matching forwards and physical exchanges while maintaining backline finesse. Tupaea, by contrast, orchestrated rather than bulldozed. His distribution and timing provided structure to the Chiefs' attack, ensuring width and tempo were maintained. Acting as a crucial link between forwards and backs, he enabled quick ball movement that brought outside threats in a play that was Tupaea's subtlety that allowed winger Leroy Carter to flourish. With intelligent passing and awareness, he drew defenders inward before releasing teammates into space. The result was a backline that functioned cohesively rather than relying on individual brilliance alone. The prospect of these two centers lining up together in black later this year is an enticing one. Their complementary skill sets, Tavatavanawai's directness and Tupaea's composure, could form the foundation of a balanced and dynamic All Blacks midfield. Wing wizardry and attacking spark out wide, Leroy Carter produced a performance that reminded observers of his game-breaking potential. Making his first appearance of the season, Carter looked sharp and hungry from the outset. He carried the ball 10 times for 70 meters, beating 3 defenders and consistently generating forward momentum. His spatial awareness was evident as he drifted into pockets of opportunity, supporting line breaks and initiating some of his own. Carter's try-capped and assured display. Exploiting quick hands and fractured defensive alignment, he accelerated through a narrow channel to cross the whitewash. It was the kind of opportunistic finish that separates good wingers from elite ones. Importantly, his contributions extended beyond the scoreboard. Carter's presence forced the Highlanders to adjust their defensive spacing, creating secondary opportunities elsewhere. By stretching the field laterally, he amplified the Chiefs' attacking dimensions. Defensive steel under late pressure. If the Chiefs' attacking cohesion impressed, their defensive resilience ultimately secured victory. Trailing late in the contest, the Highlanders mounted a spirited comeback, scoring twice in quick succession to narrow the gap. The atmosphere intensified as the hosts threatened to snatch an improbable win in those closing minutes. Composure was paramount. The Chiefs' defensive line held firm under relentless phase play, absorbing carries and contesting breakdowns with discipline. Turnovers and slowed ball disrupted the Highlanders' rhythm just enough to preserve the slender advantage. The final whistle brought palpable relief for the visitors. They had navigated early adversity and a late surge to emerge victorious, a testament to mental toughness as much as tactical execution. Building momentum in 2026, this result follows their opening round triumph over the Blues, further reinforcing the Chiefs' ambition to convert last year's near miss into championship glory. 2 wins from 2 against domestic rivals is an ideal platform in a competition where margins are razor-thin. Perhaps most encouraging is the diversity of their threat. They demonstrated forward muscle through Taukei'aho and Kalum Bashir, midfield intelligence via Tupaea, and back 3 explosiveness courtesy of Carter. Such balance is essential in a league defined by high tempo and tactical innovation. For the Highlanders, despite defeat, there were positives. Tavatavanawai's all-action display underscored his growing stature, and their ability to fight back late showcased character. However, lapses in defensive cohesion and missed opportunities ultimately proved costly. All Blacks implications with the international season looming later this year. Individual performances in Super Rugby Pacific inevitably feed into national selection debates. Taukei'aho strengthened his case in what promises to be a fiercely contested hooking position. His blend of set-piece reliability, carrying power, and try-scoring instinct offers a compelling profile for Test rugby. Tupaea's composure and Carter's dynamism similarly enhance their prospects, while Tavatavanawai's physical dominance will not go unnoticed. If this match is any indication, the All Blacks midfield could soon benefit from a new generation partnership forged in domestic competition. The conclusion, the Chiefs' 26-23 victory at Forsyth Barr Stadium was far from comfortable, but it was richly deserved. They combined grit with flair, absorbing early and late pressure while capitalizing on key moments in between tight encounters. Champions find ways to win. The Chiefs are not champions yet, but performances like this suggest they are steadily building the resilience and depth required to go one better in 2026. For now, their perfect start remains intact, their confidence growing with each outing. And if their All Blacks hopefuls continue to perform at this level, both franchise and country could reap the rewards in the months ahead.